we can use our hands on the floor to have heavy hands, and we can have light hips and legs. So now it makes it easy for me to pommel my legs past my partner's legs in ways like so, where I can get past my partner's legs, and now we can drop down heavy chest to chest. And the good news is, with these loose passes, we can chain them easily into tight passes. Okay, so for example,
if we're in this position and my partner feels like he's going to be out light pommeled from here, if he has his hands up on my shoulders to stop me from getting chest to chest,
now I beat him at the legs, where I use loose passing to pommel past his legs, and now we're into passes. So if he feels like he's getting a beat from here, the only way he can do this is to address my knee and start to knee elbow escape on this side. But as he goes to do that and push my knee down, now there's nothing that stops me from getting chest to chest.
So now I can just push him back to a half guard, and now
Past his top arm, I'm past his top leg, and we can effectively chain tight passing with loose passing. Okay? And in addition, we can go into all of our submissions from here. So when we start getting our partner pushing away from us, for example, if I go into a leg drag off a loose pass, if my partner goes to push away, now it's the extension of limbs. So now we can start to sit back and go into all of our submissions from here, where we have leg locks, or we can use this to start hiking up on top of our partner, and now we can go back into all of our tight passing. We can pull him towards us, and now we can do all of our loose passing and leg pommeling.
so we chain these three kinds of passing together to get to eventually chest to chest, where we can pin our partner.
So everything comes off an inside foot. So I have a foot inside of my partner's leg. I use my legs to out pommel my partner. What everyone tells you to do is to have heavy hips and use your hands to pommel. This is the exact opposite, where we have heavy hands and now we have light hips and legs. So I can pommel on top of my partner's shin, and now we can use this to get past our partner's leg. If he faces me from here, now we're into our tight passing again. Okay? If I go to pommel on top of my partner's leg, for example, and he uses a butterfly hook to elevate me, now I pommel in front of my partner's leg. And now from here, we push his knees away from the chest, and we pommel through to a knee on belly. Okay, so we have heavy hands, and we use our feet and legs and hips, our feet, knees, and hips to out pommel our partner's legs.
Here, I've got a smaller heel to catch. Here, I've got a bigger heel to catch. So I've got like a huge lever here compared to a small lever when it's in my arm. So I want to pinch with my elbow against my ribs. Okay. And I want my forearm to be the area that's actually applying the pressure. Again, this is like the biggest gap is right at my elbow, right? So that's where I don't want the heel to be. It's more likely to slip off. When I catch it, my forearm here, try and slip that. Well,
We use that near side underhook to pull our partner towards us, and we lock a body lock instead of just the near side underhook this time. Now from here, we go over our partner's shoulder, and we bring our head to the floor. So that now from here, we insert a butterfly hook. As we free our knee, we bring our knee across to this side. So now when she goes to move around, I can always use a high right knee, and my left leg can come across. So that when she goes to bring her knees towards me, the butterfly hook stops it, and my knee is a post now. It's important if your partner bridges to have a wide right knee, because your hands are occupied controlling her upper body. So the knee now is the base. What stops her knees from coming in is this hook on the side of her legs. Okay? So as I pass, I come across, she goes to bridge, and my right knee's out. My butterfly hook blocks her knees from coming in, and now from here I extend my left leg to bring her knees away from me, and her head comes over the far shoulder. Now the overhook.
First, when I'm ready to set it up, I'll bring this knee in front of his thigh like this. Posting on the shoulder here with my hand, see? Then I'm reaching back and catching this. Now, at this point, if he underhooks my leg, it's actually good for me. You can go right to the position. So a lot of people will take the bait to do their own leg lock setup, and you can sit right through to your figure eight counter to the leg lock game. And then the rest of it, the submission finishes itself.
Taking step, I let go of the arm, step forward, let go of this one, grab here, drop down with my left knee to the mat, and notice I step on this one. Now my job here is to, guys, what makes this work is this shoulder bumping him forward and this shoulder pulling everything down. Right here, bam, 4 points every time. Here's where it looks like a little bit quicker. Here, step, here, step.
I was gonna tie up, take it off. Now I've got it locked up here.
Hook, I'm going to drop into the armpit, release the wrist, and catch the wrist with my elbow, and then go into my armpit again. I'm hugging it tight to my body. That's the grip we want. To my elbow and lock it up here. So I've got my fingertips on both hands in the armpit, and I've got that in tight. Okay, so we got a close-up of how you're going to grip it there. Doug's going to go ahead and grab
That collar tie, I take it off and get my Russian, and then I lock it up. Now from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put some
pressure here. And Doug's going to be fighting away, trying to get away, and I'm going to just dive right through his legs, like a Navy tilt.
except for my feet.
Rolling through there. Now he's on his back. I'm going to come up.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my Russian, lock it up. I'm gonna give him a little pull, he's gonna pull away, and then I'm just gonna dive through.
I want it wrist deep, and then you squeeze. I'll do it again fast.
A little rough, but nice, yeah, wing sweep, baby.
Nice, yeah.
This arm, I want that leg, okay? If I'm going for that leg, I like to have this leg. I can just put my forearm here, push, okay? I can manipulate his head here, I tie up, move him around. There's his leg, circle back this way. I don't want to disguise it a little bit. What I'm gonna do is I want that to sit to me here. But I'm gonna slide like it's a rope. I'm gonna slide right out the end of it. When I drop here, I'm taking his head with my forearm, clubbing him back this way, ankle pick here.